A lot of folks don't know that on radio, you can't say goddamn.
No, I didn't know that.
Any DJ, I don't care who you are. If you don't sit up and pay attention to the women in the party, you're gonna lose. The ladies run the party.
3, 2, 1. Proaction, production, profit. Welcome to the BS of Entrepreneurship Podcast. I'm your partner, Frankie P. With
Maria P.
Tracy P.
Sine V.
And guys, I got to do the proper introduction. Man, you are in for a treat today, guys. I'm telling you. She got
The drum roll.
She got the drum roll going. So, if you are, look, this is
Come on, get it together.
Let's go.
Get together.
DJ Rico. Oh man, I messed it up, guys. I messed it up. But hey, all right, welcome, man. Welcome, brother.
Up,
Welcome,
man?
baby.
How you
Welcome.
doing, man?
Good.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Well, pretty much, especially in this area, if not nationwide, if not internationally, everybody knows who you are. But they know you typically as the DJ, the noise maker. You know, you always have the party jumping. You keep the party going. You are that man. You are the dude. Mm-hmm. So, can you tell us, for those who don't know, who is DJ Rico?
A learner. Not just a learner. I learned how to teach. Not just a teacher, but I learned as I'm teaching, so I know how to go ahead and counteract on the next step that I gotta move. Whether it's at this club, whether it's at this party, on this stage, on the air this time, on the radio this time, and I gotta learn everything through a different process every day. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't teach somebody how to learn, how can you learn what you need to teach?
Come on, man. You got to say that again. Say it again.
If you can't teach somebody what they need to learn, how can you learn what you need to teach?
You're right about that.
That's a bar. Well, actually, we guys, this is gonna be a whole concert. You know, he gonna be throwing a whole bunch of balls on this one, baby. So get ready. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So now, I wanted to know because you hit on something real proper there. But I just want you kind of before I even jump there, can you go back and tell us how you got to where you came from? Where did you grow up?
Born and raised Southeast DC.
Okay.
10th for Congress, Southeast boy, Alabama Avenue, Mississippi. Went to Green, went to Hart, stepped into Ballou, but got up out of Southeast and got into Oxon Hill, and it was like my grandmother was like my stomping ground in the Southeast.
Okay.
Because she was Wagner Street, you know what I'm saying? Wagner and over there by Garfield. And I used to love going to my grandmama's house. That was just it. And that's, for any man that's coming up and growing up, if you don't love going over your grandmama's house, you need to go to your grandmama's house.
I remember when, so you graduated Oxon Hill?
I graduated Oxon Hill,
Okay.
class of 88.
88, okay, them Clippers.
I was 7.
Look at them in the house, dog.
Yeah.
You got the Patriots right beside you.
Yeah, I ain't mad at Franny.
But I recall a couple of years back, and I want to say it was during COVID, that you were and most people don't know how active you are in the community, and you were organizing. Was it a walk or?
We've been doing walks through all sides of DC, Maryland. We haven't done any quite to the same effect in Virginia. We've done a few in Virginia, but it was, orchestrated by somebody else, and we just kind of like tagged along and made it, a little bigger. But we did it because it was a few situations where the violence had got totally out of control. We had a 9-year-old kid that had been shot right at his grandparents' house, running back into the house to go get a phone charger, and it got shot and was murdered 4th of July weekend. We had another situation, a girl leaving coming out of her family member's house in Southeast, and she was shot 6 times at 20 years old. So it was just like it was back to back, and it was already driving me crazy because it was looking bad in Maryland. It was looking bad in Prince George's County. It was looking bad in Montgomery County. It was looking ridiculous in Southeast. It was looking bad in Northwest. It was just looking bad all over. So I had this thing where we just get together and we go and we get boots to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Rain, shine, sleet, snow, cold, didn't matter. And making noise all through the neighborhood, in the street. You know, and much love to everybody that's part of Noisemaker Nation that pushed me to do it.
Shout out Noisemaker Nation.
And to get it done. So we actually took over Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue in Southeast. You know, and we took over Anacostia Park. We took over Willow Road. You know, and it's like, it just came down that it was a domino effect that as bad as it is right now, it was worse in the same concept 2-3 years ago. And it started bringing me back into the sense of how we were looking at things in the 90s, how they was talking about Dodge City in the late 80s and in the 90s, and how it was just that City Under Siege was coming back to life.
Okay.
And it was making me like mad. I was getting mad as hell. Like it was like situations that I was, you know, talking on the phone with the chief before she left, and then chief that came in, then the chief before he left, then the chief that came in at Prince George's County and in DC. So I'm like, yo, like, if I don't get y'all's help, I'm doing it anyway. So this is what I need. I need your help. Like, no, don't worry about it. We got you. So the Metropolitan Police Department got on with me. Officers from Special Operations Division, officers from 7th District, 6th District, 5th District, 4th District, officers from Prince George's County combined and talked with officers from 7 and 6, and they, you know, kind of like, it looked good to have the camaraderie of the outside police districts connect. So Prince George's County had us walking from, we did the DC side of Pennsylvania Avenue around to the Maryland side of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, okay.
And we went Pennsylvania Avenue, Southern Avenue, a whole circle. And it was just like, once we did one side, we had to go to the other because more stuff started happening. And more stuff kept happening. And like right now, it's even more happening now because you got the youngsters and some of the grown folks. Some of you grown folks are not exempt. And I keep saying that. I say that all the time. It's not just the youngsters that's doing it. I don't consider a youngster a 31-year-old man.
Correct.
I don't consider a youngster a 28-year-old man. I don't consider a youngster a 35, a 42, a 56-year-old man that's coming up out here pulling a pistol out, carjacking a woman at a gas station that got her kid in the back seat, and leaving her screaming and hollering as you ride off in her car, going up Silver Spring, crashing her car, jumping out the car, and the kid is still in the back.
Wow.
Man, can you hear the passion? Can you hear the passion in this man's voice? So, were you always this way, or I'm gonna kind of roll it in because you're building, as far as what entrepreneurs need is you're building a community. How did you build that community? I know you got on the phone and you should start making calls to people who could help you out, but what about those people who are on the ground with you? How did you recruit those people?
A lot of the people that recruited me,
okay, come on.
I didn't recruit them. They came in, they just came into it and said, we got you. We want to help you out. So it was like, I got on Facebook and I was on Instagram and I went off about it. And then what happened is March 27th, 2022, a situation happened to me. My daughter got shot.
No.
And she got shot on a Sunday, getting my granddaughter and my grandson and herself something to eat. Right on Southern Avenue and 210, Livingston. Right.
Oh, okay.
Right there by Eastover Shopping Center.
Yeah, the gas station.
So she was getting back in the car, and she got back in the car, and 2 bullets hit the car. One bullet came in through the back passenger door window, coming through my granddaughter's headrest, hit my daughter in the top back right shoulder blade.
Wow.
And she still has the bullet in her back. So right now they a little nerved about taking it out.
Okay.
They're trying to, you know what I'm saying, let her get some wiggle room for a little while. It's been a year. And what's crazy is I made it funny with her when March 27th came around. I was like, happy anniversary. She's like, Dad, you stupid. Like, you stupid. But I had to make her laugh, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want her to, you know, kind of like relive it, go back into that dark side where she was for the first 2 weeks that it happened. So it was like, you know what I'm saying, I just called and make her laugh a little bit. But when that happened to me, I saw myself becoming one of those people that I reach out to, one of those people that I talk to. I became a parent of a victim of violence, of gun violence.
That's right. So you didn't have sympathy. You became to have empathy. You already knew what they were going through.
Yeah. The sympathy side
was always there.
Always there. But then being in the pit of it all, and to have to embrace the simple fact that I had a child that has been subjected to this.
So talk to those young fellas out there right now.
Yeah,
talk
please
to those young
do, because I had a brother that was murdered by gun violence.
Can I speak my real truth?
Absolutely, right there.
To any of you so-called grown men that think that it's cool to pick up a gun, go carjack a woman, rob a woman, shoot a kid over a pair of shoes, sit up and carjack a man as he's leaving out of his house on his way to work or probably just coming home. The simplest form that I could put you in, the only category I could put you in, you are the cowardice of the biggest coward I've ever seen in my damn life. And every time that you take that gun and you pull the trigger and you take somebody's life, you mess up an entire family. That's what you damage an entire family all the time, because that person that you just murdered or wounded has a mom or dad, a brother or sister, may even have kids, aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, friends that love them, friends that treat them like family, co-workers that treat them like family, not just co-workers, not just somebody that they walk to the microwave, hey, good morning, Tom, or good morning, Tanya, and not somebody like that, but somebody that's just actually family. So you need to think about it. You're actually destroying families every time you turn around and you pick up, I don't care if it's a 22, a 38, a 45, a 357, a Glock, a shotgun, whatever it is that you pick up and you pull the trigger on and you do bodily harm to somebody, know that you are hurting an entire family.
The question is, do they care? Why don't they care? Why don't they care? Is they're just selfish? Just out for me? What is it? What is the goal?
Clout.
That's it? It's just clout?
Clout is one thing, and then I got a point to prove because he made me look like a bitch because he beat me up. But see, here's the thing. When we were coming up, this is all we had. This all we had. I ain't had nothing else. This is it.
Nobody fights with their hands anymore.
I got the wounds to prove it. You know what I'm saying? This is all I had. And if I didn't have these, if I didn't work with these, my dad, me coming up Southeast and in Glen Arden, wasn't having it. Wasn't having it. Like, come in the house crying if you want to, or ducking in your room if you want to, I got something for you. Because I'm going to whoop your ass until you go back outside.
Come see me or go see them.
Yeah, come see me or go see them. Now, either you get an ass whooping Oh, you take
One
one.
of that, one or the other.
That's that. So it's like nowadays, you look like a chump if you get whooped. So that's why I say they do it for clout. You know what I'm saying? They a lot of them they don't have the hands, so they can't get down with it.
Right. Well, they seen it that they don't even think about fighting. It's just straight to the gun.
Yeah.
Straight to the gun.
Do you think it came from, you know, what you said that either you get beat at home or outside, and so in order to make sure they win, they get a gun to make sure it's all over with.
But you don't win.
You don't win, but in their head, they're like,
In their mind, they thinking they won because they took somebody out.
I don't even think that they even. I mean, what kind of
I don't
parents
think that they're
is
thinking about nothing,
right?
but just
it's
going
just about
out
them.
there being stupid.
But see, you got some, and I put it this way: you got some that's been in the system and don't care about being a repeated offender.
Right.
You got some that grew up towards where the system was all they know. But then you got some that sit up and get into the system once and ready to change them spots. You know what I'm saying? And ready to not wear them stripes either. You know what I'm saying? They just want to wear plain color. You know what I'm saying? Let me be in my black and white. You know what I'm saying? My black, red, and white. Let me be in my blue. You know?
So I also want to know, what are the home dynamics? It's a lot of kids running around here with a weapon, ready to, ready. They just ready. Or they robbing, or they, doing something else that they shouldn't be doing. What is the dynamics of the home life? Is it truly just a single mother who's working all the time? Or is it the parent that's on drugs? Or any of the combination? Or
Put it this way. It's not even about the home now. It's about the person within. Because you can be at home on honor roll, straight
right.
A's,
That's right.
clean up your
That's
bedroom,
right. That's right.
cook a dinner for your mom, dad, grandma, whoever it is, and you can go outside 4 minutes later and you just sat up and stole a car at the age of 16.
And you can have two parents in your household, all of that.
Two parents,
It don't even matter.
yeah. So it don't matter.
But what's making the kids do it then?
What's
What is
changing
it?
the
Is it that they, like you said, it's just for
chasing.
clout?
Clout chasing.
the clout.
Clout chasing. That's it. Clout chasing. It's like, and a lot of times we had a lot of folks that would actually take the initiative to even blame it on the music.
I think the music,
Somewhat.
yeah, it
Somewhat.
can, because I'm listening to, when me and Gabby are just hanging out, I don't stop her from listening to the explicit music, and the reason for that is because I want to know what they saying.
Right.
And then I will tell her, are you seriously listening to that? He's talking about bending her over and doing this or whatever else. I'm like, really? I mean, what?
And the thing about it is, they know the words. to
They
these
know all the
That's the
words.
word, yeah.
They know
So
the
you can't
words.
tell me that the music is not. I mean, I'll be honest. When I was younger, and I used to listen to all them love songs, I wanted sex.
But not
all
even
the
love
time.
songs. Listen
No.
to LL Cool J.
I mean, I'm just saying. I wanted, it was like encouraging
well.
me or making me feel more enhanced. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Who do
this
you
what I
love?
want to do.
You know what I'm saying?
That was I didn't.
Well, I did.
But there are some that did.
Listen to Rex and
and you was
Effect,
one of them.
Rump Shaker.
All of them.
Yeah, I
See,
mean,
here's the thing, and the reason why I say this all the time, it's like this. A lot of folks that listen to music, listen for the beat aspect.
That's what I do
A
now.
lot of folks that listen to music is like, nah, alright, whatever. But then it's like, what's this, Gen Z? Oh God. I
think
so.
One of them.
Yeah, this one of them.
Whoever
letters.
that is.
Gen Z is totally different from Gen X. The Generation X was, like on it. But it's like right now, it's like, it's too much of the cloud chasing situation coming in. And then it's too much of the stuff that's perpetrated by certain artists. Because you got certain artists that perpetrate certain lifestyles.
Let me ask you, because I'm across the street because going into the music. Thank you, Red. when they're playing music on the radio, is there a certain quota or a certain type of music that they can or cannot play because they are gearing it towards, like the African American young fellas?
Well, his was crazy. 2006, I was at WPGC, and I played Lil Jon, Eastside Boys, Get Low. I played Shake It Like a Salt Shake. And the radio station ended up getting fined.
What?
$75,000.
Oh,
So now here's the thing. It was a simple fact of the lyrics that the FCC had banned and gagged radio stations from. That PGC was not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
But being as though PGC is, licensed up this, that, and the other, and had no knowledge of it, still had to pay the fine.
Ignorance is no excuse of the law.
At all. So with that being said, I had to then take the downfall, being suspended for a week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right.
Anywho.
So it's like, it's certain lyrics now.
So let me ask you. So was it, what do y'all do? Dub it or whatever, so to take the cursing out, or was it the actual lyrics that got you in trouble, or did you play the actual song?
No, I played the clean version, and
Okay.
even with the clean
Stop
version,
playing.
Because
with me,
you're
man.
shaking it like a show.
Yeah.
So,
even with the clean version, it was like, would Get Low. At that time, they didn't want it to say skeet skeet.
Okay. Okay.
Now, and what a lot of folks don't know is, get this, a lot of folks don't know that on radio, you can't say goddamn.
No, I didn't know that. So what do they say?
Damn.
Because you
gotta-
can't say God's name.
Right.
Oh, you can't use
Exactly.
God's name in vain.
So you gotta,
that makes sense.
so you have to actually either mute the goddamn or
Just not.
Don't say it
just
at all.
don't say it at all.
Wow.
So super clean versions of songs have now become a thing again. So when I say super clean, it's like super clean towards where it may not even say ass. It may not say damn. It may not say damn it.
Well, a
It
lot
may
of
not
these
say
songs,
hell.
when I'm listening to it, it's like I'm like, what the heck? What?
That's the
I don't.
super
That's
clean
why
edit.
I can't listen to them anyway. But
That's the super clean edit. Yeah.
Well, it sure is a super clean. I'm like, that sounds
don't even know what
just
the song is,
no.
really.
It's like I'm like, well, okay, what's the
Yeah.
point? But then when I hear the lyrics, when the children play those songs,
When you hear the
and I'm
actual song.
like,
Is that what
are
they
you
were saying?
serious? This is what you're listening to? But
it would
my
trip you
thing
out.
is, okay, so you got these parents at home, two
somebody's
parents,
singing it with them.
right? But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get to is somebody still have to have a conscience. You can be in a 2-parent home, but are they paying you any attention? I mean, or is it like I tell my kids, I don't know who you are when you walk out my door. I don't know who you are.
That's
You
it.
could be,
We just
She in
hope
the
we-
house.
We just hope we raise
She in the house cleaning, like I said, cleaning up, helping you cook, boom, 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 homework done, boom, boom, boom. However,
Like you said, 10 minutes
Leave
later.
Leaving out
out
with her
that
booty
door.
shorts on,
Yeah.
bending over,
you
shaking
know what I'm
his
saying,
face.
going over to Tasha house, you know what I'm saying, get lipstick up, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Change
Got the
clothes.
booty shorts on the right here, and cleavage drop. But here's the thing, you, as the parent, are sitting up and taking her as a responsible young lady, not to go ahead and step out that and be in that boundary gagged area that her friends are in. Her friends are not putting her in the trick bag. But you got some of the youngsters that get, even now, the girls are in bad air just as much as
Oh,
the
yeah.
boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's going back to a situation where 2 young ladies, carjacked an Uber driver last
I'm
year,
talking.
and he died.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? He died. 70 some odd years old. Died. You know what I'm saying? Ran him over, hit him with the car. He died, killed him. So it's like the parents could be in the home, love up on the kids, show them so much love, took them to the movies the other day, took them to the mall, spent about $300-$400 on them, boom, boom, birthday came up, had everything they wanted for their birthday, and then damn, 4 days later, this kid goes outside and kills somebody. For what?
So my question is, do you think, because Gen Z, they grew up with social media. So with them seeing all this stuff that other people are portraying who they are, they're looking at their life thinking they're worthless, and so they're trying to do stuff that makes them worthy. And so in turn, they're doing bad things to prove I could do this, and trying to, I don't know, be the next Black China, or or whoever, because she has this, she's getting this. Do you think?
But see, with that, especially when it comes to the girls, that's where the mom gotta make sure she's like, yo, you are beautiful as you are, baby. Your mama don't need it. You don't need it either. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to do that to yourself? You know what I'm saying? You are a beautiful young lady.
I think that it comes not only from the mother, but it comes from the father, too.
Yeah, it do.
Oh, definitely.
Because,
But it means more when it's coming from mama.
yeah,
Because mama is who she's sitting up
and trying to emulate.
boom.
Exactly.
Well, I think validation comes from the father.
Oh, definitely.
Validating and saying that you're special, you're beautiful, all of those things. Because I can tell my daughter
Yeah, because I
all
truly
day long
believe that when the father steps in and he lets his daughter know, because for me personally, I treat my son a little differently than I treat my daughter. She tends to get away with a little bit more
Right.
than my son, but I want her to know that whenever JoJo come out there, he has to step his game up. He has to come to a certain standard, or it's like no. When my kids were younger, I would have Gabby. I would tell her, I was like, no. You stand there and you wait for your brother to open the door for you. So I was able to do two things at once. I was able to teach him that his job is to open the door for the lady, and I was able to teach her that your job is to let him hold the door. So I'm not saying to God, I be damned. See, I didn't say to God. I be damned if JoJo's gonna roll down the street in front of my house, beep his horn, and she come out the house.
That's right.
That
That's
is
right.
not happening.
That's right.
It is not
That's
happening.
right. I agree.
He is going
That's
to come
right.
up to my house. He's going to ring my doorbell. He's going to look at me in my eye. And he's going to say, "Hello, Mr. Purcell. My name is blah, 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 blah." I'm going to shake his hand, and I'm going to try to break it off.
And if he can't do that, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, it's a red flag. If you have a young man that is interested in you, one, the top thing he has to do is meet your dad.
Absolutely.
Period. Two, meet your mom. Have a conversation with your parents. And if he can't look me in my face, if he can't come to my house while I'm in my house, while I'm at my house, while I'm pulling up in my house and stay at my house and don't be trying to leave as I'm getting out of my car to my house, hey, Bama, don't come back to my house. I got something for you. And it ain't no lead, it's these. Don't come back to my house. Because those are the red flags that we as men, as fathers will look at. If he can't come around to the house when I'm here, he don't need to come around here. Why are you here? Oh, I came to bring her a book back. No. You ain't come to bring her nothing. Don't come around. Matter of fact, you can't see him no more.
That's just like all that sitting around all the time and all of that too. It's younger, these kids.
Yeah.
It's younger and younger how some parents will, I was real strict.
Yeah.
I was so strict, it didn't even make sense. But you wouldn't have been able to just sit around in my house with my daughter. Like, you're not doing that. You're not coming over. Y'all not doing no homework. Y'all not doing none of that. Like, for what? I never condone any of that kind of stuff. But now I see it. more. I see little 12-year-olds going on dates.
Well, picture this, because
The parents dropping them off.
because the parents have got just as young as the kids they bring in up. So when we got that being a problem, as say a 12-year-old, you got a 30 or 29-year-old mama. You know
And some
what
of them are not older than that, and
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. But you
So
know,
it's like,
Well, do we need to retrain our 30 and 20s and 30-year-olds
I don't know if we can retrain
maybe you
them,
could
Joe.
do,
You can't.
we could have
You
some
can't.
type of
'Cause they know it
parenting
all.
class.
you can't.
For these,
They-
you're right.
they know it all.
You're right. They do know
They
it
know
all.
it all.
You can't
They
tell
do.
them nothing, and because I do it my way, it's something wrong with me, and they do it their way, and it's fine. But everybody do what they do, how
Well,
they do it.
I think they just say,
But
"This is
I
my
just
child.
think
You
that-
can't tell me how to raise my
I just
child."
think that they need to set some standards and
but
some
see, the
boundaries
thing is,
with that kind of
you gotta
stuff.
remember when we were coming up, we did something wrong. We got our ass handed to us by our neighbors.
Yeah, it was like a
If
family
our parents
affair
weren't around.
in the neighborhood. You will.
We got that done. So it's like right now the neighbors in the neighborhood are scared to say
Yeah.
something to
They-
the youngsters
You
Yeah,
would,
they
because you
are.
don't know if they have a
You
gun or
don't.
not.
You're right.
because of
scared,
how
or-
they going out.
Or later on, they not stabbing your tire or doing something. You
I
know.
see the kids outside throwing rocks, and I'll
Yeah.
talk to them like I love them, you know.
Oh, ooh,
and then and I'll let them know you don't have to do that. Da, 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 da. And then I ask them, are they okay? Do they need anything or whatever? Because some of them, people just don't talk to them. But I don't talk to them like get the
Right,
you know,
right.
because when you do that, that is when they're gonna tell you
Oh,
tired.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
talk to them like I love them and I care about them. So try to get them to stop. Because they
But
might bust my window too.
you know, I don't think that these parents are paying these kids enough attention. I just don't. And just because you feed them and clothe them and make sure they go to school on time or whatever, is not enough. You got to get into their head. You got to talk to them. You got to
But Maria,
spend time.
you got some parents that do that. I know some families that did everything.
Well, some kids are
and
just
their
demons.
some just went astray.
When left.
Yeah, we're gonna cross the street a little bit and go to the business aspect. So let me ask you. We're gonna talk about the business of DJ.
Can I ask a question? Because I had this question is pressing me. So, you all did all this walking, right, and marching through the neighborhoods. So, what did that accomplish? What did it accomplish?
Well, when we actually did it in the Southeast, we actually were able to get some folks who actually saw the situation that happened with Davon, that actually came about.
Made the
talked
decision
the
to
police,
come out. Okay.
And, you know what I'm saying, they were actually able to arrest.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying,
good.
make the arrest of some other guys and stuff. So,
Good.
Have you? I'm sorry.
we've had a few situations that we've been able to actually help the police, you know what I'm saying, communicate with folks who actually knew some things. Because our thing is, somebody knows something.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we're saying while we marching, while we
Okay,
walk.
okay.
Somebody knows something, somebody seen
The whole
something.
time.
And that's what we say the whole time while we, we got megaphones going. You got me with, not that I need a megaphone, but you got me on a megaphone and maybe 2 or 3 other folks on megaphones while we're doing this walk. And, somebody knows something, somebody seen something, somebody saw something.
Have you been able, or have you had a child or young adult to come up to you that was out there wilding out, and then they say they
Thank
want
you.
to change their life? I appreciate you. I look up to you, and now I want to do better. Have you had any kids to do that?
Yeah, it's funny that you said that. I had a youngin' that walked up on me about 2 weeks ago, and I remembered him, but I didn't remember his name. And he was like, "Man, we was outside walking with y'all when y'all was over in Seat Pleasant." He said, "Man, I just want to tell you thank you because seeing that what y'all was doing, once I got back at school, I got myself straight. Now I'm working on getting back in my right grade. Because he
That's
got
major,
pulled
Shaq.
back. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to have been getting ready to graduate, but he got pulled back. So he had done everything he had to do to get caught up into his right grade.
Amazing.
So he can go ahead and graduate this year.
See?
So he's actually coming out this year.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying?
good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
That's
And
awesome.
it hit me, and I tell my mom this all the time. It's like whenever I'm out somewhere and somebody recognize who I am, it give me goosebumps.
Wow.
It make me feel good.
Still.
Yes, still to this day, because the simple fact is like you never know who you touch or
Right,
who
right.
you know is listening or who's watching and trying to pick up on something that you're doing positive. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing with me. I always say, you know, and I say this on the radio all the time, be a positive if somebody's negative because you'll never know who just might need it.
Right, right.
All right, I'm gonna pay this bill real quick. All right. Guys, we're getting ready to jump into confidence. When we talk about confidence and you building your business, confidence is one of the most important things that you need. So we have the Expert Showcase coaching course that's going to teach you confidence to help you become more productive, to help you become more profitable, and to help you run your business more effective. So if that's something that you're open to, please go ahead and just text EXPERT 301-549-4932. Just text that, and we're going to look back to the show. All right.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right, now Rico, let's talk about confidence. Have you always had the confidence that you have now? And if you hadn't, how did you build that confidence up?
No, I hadn't. And I built it up by watching my mentors. DJ Cool, one of my mentors. My dad, Rusty Summers, God bless him, definitely one of my mentors. DJ Flex, DJ Fax, man, like, and just listening to cats like Jazzy Jeff, Kid Capri. I was building my structure of who I, wanted to be as far as a DJ. My voice,
Can't teach that.
my uncle taught it,
Oh, okay.
Lil Benny.
Oh, that's your uncle.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
That's your uncle. Little known
He's
fact.
definitely-
Little known fact.
Definitely missed.
My uncle. So it's like he always told me, like you get out there, you get to doing your thing, you get on stage, you get behind the microphone, own it. If you don't own it, if you don't take control of it, if you don't run the crowd, you ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And they ain't gonna let you know it's not working. I was like, what you mean? You'll see. So I never wanted to see.
Okay.
So
never wanted to see.
the aspiring DJs now, what would you tell them? One of the first things that it's just everybody. I mean, I can play records or whatever tapes. They're not even playing tapes. What they playing now?
They playing controllers. They're playing control vinyl. Serato is the thing, and I'm not mad at it. But and I tell everybody,
have
it
no
took me
idea
so
what that
long to
is.
get on Serato.
What is that?
Okay.
Serato is a
CD.
database that's on a Mac or a Dell PC, whatever you want to call it. That's it's a DJ system. It's a DJ form of how everything submerged from CDs.
Oh,
That's why you see
okay.
the screens all the
To
time.
not carrying CDs, to not having to carry, in my standard, 24 crates.
Yeah, because it used to be that.
Right. And DJ Cool's standard, 28 to 36 crates, because I was DJ Cool's roadie.
Okay.
And DJ Flex standard, 18 to 26 crates. So it's like we all now have Serato, and Serato is how we build our crates in the computers. So it's like before all that, vinyl to me was it. There was nothing that you could say to me about it. And it took me to, I didn't finally get on Serato till like 2008, 2009. I was one of the last Mohicans. I was one of the last of the Mohicans.
He the old man on the porch.
And outside of me was Graham Cracker, DJ Graham Cracker, who actually just cracked the whip like right during COVID and switched over. But it's like, for me, it's like the vinyl for me is the greatest thing ever, because you get to hear that snap, that crackle. You get to see the pop. You get to see the wave in it, stuff like that. So it's like being able to actually touch the actual vinyl.
Feel it.
A lot of the young DJs that's coming up now, you have no idea what it's like. And that's something that has been taken from this generation of DJs that's coming in right now. The Serato vinyl, I get it. It's cool. It's all right. It's good. Even the Rain controller and now the Serato, the Pioneer Rev 7, and now, whatever. Okay, they're making the plates feel like vinyl. I get it. It's cool. However, it is not the vinyl that I pulled out of crate number 4 and here come Set It Off. Boom. Here come out of crate number 6 and here come my house music. Here come out of crate number... No, it's not that. So you haven't had that luxury. Even though they were heavy as hell, you haven't had that luxury to carry anywhere from 12 to 26 to 32 crates.
Wow.
Up steps.
I want to share something. Personal.
I
with you.
remember them crates.
This was when
mother still has it.
Rosa when she had her retirement party, and you did her retirement party.
Okay.
And I came to you. You didn't know me from Jack.
Right.
And we came and we just had a casual conversation. Let me tell you about this dude. We just talking, and I'm seeing what he's doing, and I'm the type of person where I just kind of sit back and I don't talk a lot, but I just observe.
Engage.
Yes. And I'm seeing him do what he do. I don't even know who he is for real. They say, oh, this Rico. I'm like, okay. Didn't you really know who you were? But we're just having a conversation.
Right.
And so I asked you. I said, my son, I think Wisdom was maybe 13 at that time, and I said, would you allow my son to come and mentor under you, and you train him what to do? And he said, without hesitation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Didn't know me from Jack, but and obviously never met Wisdom. But because of the conversation that we had, guys, I'm trying to tell you, this is a real dude right here. I gotta tell you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But I wanted to jump into we talked about building a community. Mm-hmm. We talked about the business of. We didn't talk about building a community. We talked about confidence, but building a community, because you have Noise Make a Nation. Mm-hmm. How did that come about? Where did that come from? Where did Noise Make a Nation come from?
The oak tree.
Oh man! Oh my God! We going back. Okay, come on. We gotta hear that story.
See, well, a lot of folks think I started at the oak tree, but I didn't. I actually started at the age of 14, 15. My mom and my aunties, they had a social club called Club Nia. So I was doing the house parties, the gatherings, wherever they was doing that, more. I was the DJ, 14, 15. Here I come, graduating from Oxon Hill, and now I'm on my way getting into Howard, and my dad is DJing at a club, and he turns it over to me, which is the Penthouse.
He's 14, y'all. He's 14.
But no, I started that. No, I was 18.
He 18.
I was 18 then. So
when I tell the story, he was 14.
So I started at the Penthouse. The Penthouse was actually the actual first club that I stepped foot in to DJ at on George Avenue. and it's still standing.
Excuse me.
The oak tree came about when I was 21. And God bless him, DJ Hot Chocolate. DJ Hot Chocolate gave me my chance at the oak tree on a Friday night. And he was like, all right, just come on in here, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you play for an hour or so. He said, well, wait a minute. You want to play another hour? I was like, hold the hell up, bro. You said an hour. Well, okay, let's go. Well, wait a minute. I'm like, so how about, because I started at 10. So I ended up going from 10 to 1. And not knowing that the club didn't close until 4 on a Friday night. So he played from
I'm just
1
hearing
to
this.
4.
I don't know anything about that for real. I'm just learning.
So he played from 1 to 4. And it was like, I'm just sitting there and I'm ear hustling, just listening to the folks and talking to people, talking to me like, yo, man, like, you sounded good, da-da-da-da, blah. Came down to it, I met the owner, Jerry. Jerry came in, I had a conversation with him and Chocolate. He was like, well, yo, I want you to come in tomorrow, play tomorrow without Chocolate. I was like, okay, I think I can do that. And that Saturday night was my first official night of playing by myself in the oak tree.
Okay. So you had these DJs come before you. So now let's fast forward, because I see part of Noise Making Nation now. You are mentoring others. How are you doing that? What are you teaching? And you can give them a shout out. What are you teaching some of these other young DJs that are coming up?
Don't be scared to learn the music, to listen to the music. Don't listen to the same thing that you listen to in the car. Take it in your ears in the club. Don't do that. When I go into the club, I don't have nothing in my head that I'm listening to in the car. Because I might be listening to WTOP. I might be listening to Kevin Hart's comedy. I might be listening to some R&B stuff, period. So when I go into the club, I'm already in a calm state towards where I can go from here through the ceiling. So it's like, for me, when I leave the club, I'm the same way. I'm trying to come down. My adrenaline is through the roof.
Okay.
Like, towards where it still takes me some time. Like, I gotta change my shirt twice.
So let me ask you a question. So when you go to a certain club or in a certain atmosphere, do you play based on
The people. People run my floor. The ladies, any DJ, I don't care who you are. If you don't sit up and pay attention to the women in the party, you're gonna lose.
Okay.
The ladies run the party. I don't give a damn how many of your boys in there. Tell your boys, hey dog, go buy her a drink. Hey dog, go buy her a drink. Dog, come here. Go buy her a drink.
Listen, guys.
Dog, buy her a drink. Hey dog, go dance with her. Hey dog, buy her a drink. If you don't tell your boys that, your party is going to amount to nothing. The ladies control the club, run the party. The ladies run it. I don't care how many dudes are in my party. I don't care. And when it comes down to it, truth be told, is from start to finish, I'm going to DJ like it's 9,000 people in the party.
Oh, okay.
Regardless.
Whether it's 50 people or
Whether it's just me and the
5,000,
napkins. Me and the napkins and the glasses.
you going like it's 9,000 people.
Yeah. You got to. Because
I like that.
because the thing is, you gotta remember, you set the tone for the entire night before the people even get in there.
Okay, so you're the tone setter, and then the women.
The women just keep the level going and going and going, and then my adrenaline is based on how the ladies are smiling, coming in, getting their drinks, Oh, yeah, girl, boom, 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 all the chatter that y'all do, or from the ladies even dancing around by themselves, and I'm scolding the fellas.
That be me.
Fellas, you are Alabama if you sitting up talking about sports, and she over there looking good as a mug, and you talking about the Lakers.
And she by herself.
And he will say that on the mic.
On the mic, don't care, because it's like here's the thing: the ladies dominate.
Okay.
It is 8 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where you go. It's 8 women to 1 guy at every party. Because the ladies come in packs in the cars. They riding either 3 or 5 to a car. And if there's more of them, they got 2 cars behind.
Man, you got that thing down to a science, bro.
That's how they do.
I guess that's part of being a good entrepreneur.
Because they're going to go eat before or after. They're going to meet up at somebody's house, get in somebody's truck, come on to the party, so everybody ain't got to worry about trying to park somewhere. Boom. They walking down the street together. They getting in the party together. It's 2 right here. It's 3 in the bathroom. That's together. Am I lying?
Even if we're meeting there.
Even if they meeting there.
I'm normally in my car by myself.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's it.
That's understanding your market. He understands his target market. He understands how to gear his product towards, I'm bringing this back to business.
But that's the business.
He understands he understands his target market and how to move his target market. So I don't care what your product is or your service is, understand your target market.
That's just like a club owner. That's just like a promoter. Why do you think they do something and say ladies get in free before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ladies get in half price. Because they know at the end of the day, oh, dog, see this part? Oh, we about to go here. Because they got ladies free till 11:30. The fellas got paid $10 before 12. Oh, bro, let's go. Mm-hmm. The fellas is there before 11 o'clock.
Right. We try to get in for free.
Sometimes they beating us now. Just kidding.
Yeah, somebody beat the ladies. So the thing is, it's the marketing push of the promotion in that comes with them. So if the promoter got this Saturday night thing going on and know that it's a whole lot of ladies that's in town for a Howard homecoming weekend, in town for a spring break, in town for blah, blah, blah. 4th of July, whatever. Okay. Juneteenth. Boom. Whatever. But you're going to do something that's going to cater to the ladies. Because the ladies are going to draw the fellas.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell this real quick story while y'all think of a question. All right. So my man, he tells me, he says, they go to the club. He says it's around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And they drinking. He over there talking to the girl. And the other guy, he's over there mad. He ready to go. He said, man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready to go. He says, this man tell him. He says, what? He says, what? He says, man, lower your standards, man. Lower your standards. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You gotta lower your standards at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, that's when you pick it up. But see, that's when you pick it up. I tell fellas this all the time. You in the party at 9 o'clock. If the lights come on at 1:45, if you ain't get the number by 1:50, if she give you the number at the 1:50, it's gonna be the number to the COVID hotline. If it start with 240-602, it's the COVID hotline number. Don't take that number.
Oh, that's a good. Thank you. That's a good idea.
But it's true.
He's been game to y'all.
But the thing is, it's like
793.
the sweeter you treat her, the better it is when you meet her. If you treat her sweet, it's going to be better when you meet her.
Better than me.
It's that simple. But that goes back to opening doors. That goes back to, letting the lady walk through the door first. See what I'm saying? You walk into the door, you and your boys, this, that, and the other, and it's 2 girls walking from the left, and you just pull the door, and you just step through the door. You's a Bama. Because your man caught the door like...
Happens all the time.
So your man just got the brownie points. You know what I'm saying? Because you just pulled the door, you just walked through, and you let the door swing. But your man said, oh, here you go, ladies.
Yeah.
he stopped everybody else from coming in and let the two ladies get
There you
in.
go.
So your man just got an opportunity to get a steak, you know what I'm saying? Steak dinner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that simple. So that comes back into the line of chivalry ain't dead. Chivalry goes in all parts of the day. You come into a party, you see a woman at a party, just because you buy her a drink, don't think you can date her. Just buy her a drink. Say, hey, I just wanted to buy you a drink.
Beat this out.
Say,
Beat this
hey,
out.
how you doing?
Yep.
Boom, boom. I hope you enjoy your drink. Have a great night. Walk on. Go and walk about. You dancing, you on the floor, or you stand at the bar, she come over, hey, you feel like dancing? You want that? Sure, come on, let's go. Turn the towel up. Boom, boom, boom. Might end up going to breakfast or dinner or whatever after the club or with. And then you might get the number. Who knows what happened?
Exactly.
And then
12 months down the line, you might have a baby.
when you open the door for her, you see her coming, you see her front, and then when she walks away, you can see her back. So it's
a
an
plus.
opportunity for you too.
It's a plus. It's a plus.
Hey, well,
That's why they open the door.
Right, like, hold on, let me open this door for you.
60 seconds of fire. Hey, Rico, go ahead and give them your socials, brother. Go ahead and let them know what's coming up for you.
Instagram, DJ Rico the Noisemaker. Noisemaker Nation on IG. Twitter at DJ Dirty Rico. Facebook, Rico Scott. And I'm on Twitch. And I'm under DJ Dirty Rico the Noisemaker on Twitch.
What is Twitch? I never.
Twitch
heard
is
that.
another element where the DJs actually, we have fun. We do virtual parties on Twitch.
Oh.
And we actually DJ like crazy on there all the time. When COVID first hit in 2020, bless you,
I remember that.
we all got on Twitch.
Oh,
And started banging Twitch out. It's actually a gamer's app. It's actually an app for gamers. But the DJs got on it so heavy, and you can get paid for it. Just that you've been on there and you have fun. So it's kind of like you're doing a virtual live, and you're actually conversating with folks in the chat.
Oh, something just came to my mind before I even jump into this. Making money as a DJ, how lucrative is it?
Very. But you got to look out for what we like to call the low ballers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The underbidding Bettys.
The family members.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta look
And
out
it's
for
more
cousins.
than just them too.
Yeah, because see, here's the thing. It's like that's why a lot of times my manager Patrice, she does all that for me, so I have to worry about talking to the family members, talking to the friend, boom, 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 or dealing with the promoter who wants to set up like, hey, so
Yo, my man.
yeah, nah, bruh, call Patrice. I can't.
I go where she tell me.
I don't know what it is. You gotta call her. Man, yeah. Here go her number. I even got digital call for you. I'm gonna text her. What's your number? I put your number on my phone. I'll text you Patrice's card. So it's like it can be profitable, but outside the profit, you still gotta be willing to take care of the learning experience.
When you say take care of the learning experience, what does that mean?
Put your ears to work. You gotta know how to play so much music out here. Because it's like you got it now to where even the younger crowd that we play for now know about New Edition, know about Michael Jackson, know about LL. Like the older crowd know about Drake, know about 21 Savage, know about what's the Lord UC.
What's the man? What's the boy's name?
UC, whatever.
What's his name? You know his name.
UZI. What's his name? It was there. Okay, him. I call him Lil Bama.
The little Bama.
I call him the Lil Bama because this Lil Bama got a song that's 1 minute and 47 seconds, and he's about to get a Grammy for this song.
What is it?
I just want to rock.
Oh.
Is it
Yeah, see,
rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it the hook or what is it?
It's the dumbest
It's
damn
I
song.
can't dance off of it.
All he says is damn, damn, and it's but the thing is, what's so crazy is what makes it so wild is the kids have done TikTok. TikTok has made so many artists credible.
Yep.
Instagram has made so many artists credible. So it's like when they just do the stories or whatever and use these artist songs, it just puts the artist on the level. You know what I'm saying?
So is it the beat for these for people?
It's the beat. It's not even so much as the words, because, like I said, he's not saying a damn thing.
It's several artists
He's not
that's
saying.
like that.
Am I lying? He's not saying a damn thing. All he's saying is, I just want to.
Yeah, it's that song.
I just want to.
Maybe they sound like nursery
every time
rhymes.
I
I don't
hear
know.
You ain't hear that song before?
1 minute and 47 seconds.
I
was like, what?
Damn.
Turn.
Damn. Like, what the hell?
He got a Grammy on 4 words. I just want to rock.
He's got a Grammy.
I just want to know who pushes these songs. Who says that's going to be a hit?
YouTubers.
Nowadays, it's YouTubers.
TikTokers.
Because who was it before?
Instagrammers. Everybody. Here's the thing. A lot of folks don't understand. A lot of artists became Usher became one of the biggest staples, not just through the Jermaine Dupri, but YouTube.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, YouTube.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook.
Actors and all that sometimes come
You know what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian, who's not even artist.
She's not. She's
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube.
YouTube.
She's showing the
Scandalous.
best. And look at her now.
On the curb
The
at the
whole
liquor
family.
store. You know, so it's like it's a thing
need a
where
YouTube.
when it comes down to the DJs again,
I have
you
a
gotta do your
YouTube.
homework.
Okay. Wow. Man,
It ain't gonna get that much
I
attention.
took that one.
We gotta
I
do
took that
something
one.
crazy.
Because it was something that when you started talking that made me go, but I forgot the question now, so I'm gonna keep going. Ladies, before we land this plane, any questions?
I have a question. So when you do pricing, do you base it on hourly or event hourly? When I meant event, like if you're gonna DJ, like let's say at the playoffs, the basketball playoffs, do you? Is it going to be more than if you do it for just a
Joe
party?
Blow Schmo.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be.
Yep.
It would be. It would be because you're looking at a corporate division. You're looking at a corporate situation. Corporate versus private situations.
So how do you determine how to escalate or
How I escalate my performance or
how
the
you,
fee.
Yeah.
Well, the fee I don't even worry about. I let Patrice do that.
Okay.
She determines.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From private industry, from corporate industry to personal private event. So she takes all that underway. And I just go plug in and do what I gotta do.
Do your job.
Yeah.
Your job to play the music. You don't have to bring the vinyls anymore, so he don't need with it.
I wish so.
Who do you cater to? Who is your audience? Is it anyone? Is it old bar mitzvah?
I watch the floor.
Okay.
You gotta watch the floor.
I mean, no. When you're getting your bookings, do you do different genres or you just stick
I do
by
different genres. The only thing that I don't do now is teenage parties.
Why not?
I wouldn't either.
I just feel exhausted. Yeah, I feel exhausted sometimes.
They're different.
Have
They
you
don't.
ever written a book?
No.
That's one thing we're gonna look, guys. We're gonna talk after we get off. DJ Rico is getting the book to add. I always say this: salesmen make money, experts become wealthy.
This is true.
So we're gonna DJ Rico. I'm gonna help co-author his upcoming book. All right, we're gonna go to this 60 seconds of fire, just a lightning round, 1 or 2 words, sentence, whatever. Just make it real short.
Right.
And this first thing that comes to mind. You want to do this, Maria, this time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead. You're doing a great job.
All right. The first question it's going to be 3 questions. The first one: what is your greatest? Because we all know what assets are, like your truck, your house, your bank account. Those are assets. What is your greatest invisible asset that you have?
Even though it's not invisible, I say my wife. And I'm not just saying that because you related. I'm saying that because the thing is, she is my grounding point. When I feel like I'm about to lose my mind, that's that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my go-to. Outside of my music, it'd be her.
That's so sweet.
What is your biggest but in life? Meaning this, well, I would probably be here at this point in my life, but.
My biggest but, being afraid to do something that I should have.
What's the biggest thing you think you've been afraid to do?
Write that book? No, I'm just kidding.
I had an opportunity to do a show in Maine, but I didn't do it because I didn't feel comfortable with the atmosphere when I went to visit.
Okay.
Was it insecurity kicking in? You didn't feel like...
I just didn't, it just didn't feel right. It felt off. You know how sometimes you might go into a situation where you might feel like something just ain't right?
Yeah.
And it was just something that just didn't
Make you feel
right.
comfortable?
Yeah.
So you regret it now that you didn't do it, or?
I'm not gonna say I regret it. I just
Wonder
if. But then I'm like, but if I did do it and it didn't happen and it came off like I felt like I did it first, maybe I made the right decision not to. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that's crazy that you asked that question though. But that's yeah.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna throw this extra one in. This is next to the last question. What is your biggest challenge that you have in your business?
The next day.
What you mean?
Making sure that I step just as hard on Wednesday as I did on Tuesday. Next day.
How do you do that?
Praying, sleeping, communicating with folks, making sure that I keep a level head, try not to let nothing pull me out of pocket. Trying to make sure that I keep my ear to the ground as much as keeping my head up.
Ear to the ground. Yeah. Last one. Complete the sentence. Life is about
Living, growth, expression, enjoyment, people,
Here come the book.
love, perseverance, building, structure. There's so many words I can put to that, man.
And we were only looking for one.
That's really an open book.
Y'all started with this. I'm finished with this. Man, man.
That's really an open book.
Yes, sir. Man, I love this. I love it. Hey guys, we're gonna wind this thing down now. We're gonna land this plane. So go ahead, hit us up, Rico. What you say you're up to it thing, dude?
Oh, but this is by my brother DJ Frisco. My brother DJ Frisco is the one that does this joint all the time. So it is up to it, down to it. Can I say the real word?
You can say it.
Oh man, fuck those who don't do it.
Yeah.
We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfuckers, drink.
Well, we're going to get on out of here, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the BS Entrepreneurs Podcast.
Good.
If you want to tune in for more BS, the number 4, entrepreneurs.com. If you want to part of the coaching program, go to the Expert Showcase.
Really? I'm just messing with it.
ExpertShowcase.com. And you can set up a one-on-one session for a 25-minute free session with us to get your expertise that's going, because remember, salespeople make money, experts make a fortune. This is your partner, Frankie P.
Maria P.
Tracy P.
Sine
We
V.
got brother DJ Rico, and we're not gonna forget our producer over here, Gabby.
Gabby P.
Remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. You change your perspective, you change your life. You change your perspective. What was that phrase you said about keeping it up and going down? Keep your ears up.
Keep your ears to the street.
Keep your ears to the street.
Keep your head up.
And keep your head up. And guess what's gonna happen, guys? You're gonna change your life.
Peace.
We out of here.